Welcome back to Radically Rational Radio. President Biden has done financial exchanges with other countries. The IRS had that paperwork. The FBI now has that paperwork, and they won't give it up. This isn't about left or right. This is about the American people knowing the truth about what its government elected officials do, whether you're president, vice president, secretary of state, Republican, or Democrat. This doesn't matter. It's so hard for you just to shut it off because you're hearing a Republican say something. I don't shut it off when I hear a Democrat saying something. I listen to what they're saying, and then I look for the evidence. Yes, Democrats tend to be way more hyperbolic. They have to be. They sell you on fear and keeping you safe. I don't know the Republicans' agenda, to be honest with you. I just know there's several of them honestly trying to be Americans, and I appreciate that. Marjorie Taylor Greene, so after many requests, and then having to threaten the FBI, put them in contempt. They know the law, yet all of a sudden they think they can just disrespect their job and responsibility. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is here to report what was found on the FD 1023 form. So let's jump into it.
As you may have seen on the news, the reports have come out, and it turns out that everything we have been saying is true. Today, FBI Director Christopher Wray brought the FD 1023 form that he first didn't want to admit existed, but he brought it today here over to Congress, to our Oversight Committee, and showed the 1023 form to James Comer and to Congressman Raskin. And there were attorneys in the room. Here's what everyone needs to understand. Here's the story. There's two people you need to know about. There's a whistleblower and there is an informant. Now, years ago, an informant brought forward the information, and that's his job. An informant brings information to our government because it's critical to the national security of the United States. This informant brought the information, they filled out the 1023 form, and they told us that our president, Joe Biden, when he was vice president of the United States, that he was taking millions of dollars in exchange for foreign policy decisions. This is pay to play. This is abuse of power. This is an impeachable offense. So this informant did the right thing. This is what he is paid to do. I want you to understand, our FBI director, our FBI did nothing with it. The Department of Justice did nothing with it. And do you want to know why? It's because they're protecting Joe Biden. Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland, Christopher Wray, our FBI director, Merrick Garland, the U.S. Attorney General for the United States, they are protecting their boss. They are covering up his crimes and his family's crimes because there's a lot more to this. Now, we've had a brave whistleblower come forward through Senator Grassley and tell us this information. We already know what it is. We already know it's true. And now today, it is confirmed because Chairman Jamie Comer and Congressman Raskin both saw the form, saw the information. Here's the issue. We're going to have to hold Christopher Wray in contempt of Congress because he refuses to hand over the form. This form is unclassified. He has no reason to not hand it over. The names are redacted, protecting everyone's security. What is the use of an informant if you do not use the information that they give the government? This is absurd. This is ridiculous. What are we going to do? We have two sides here. We have people that are hiding the truth and protecting Joe Biden. And then we have the other side. That's us trying to provide the truth to the American people. And here's the real issue. You know the real problem? We are now a country involved in a war in Ukraine. And this is the country where all these problems exist. This is where the corruption began. This is where it all starts and it all stems from. And the Biden family expanded it to many other countries. I want America to know the truth, and Christopher Wray needs to do the right thing. He needs to hand over the 1023 form.
She's right, not because she's a Republican, but because she's an elected official saying that non-classified information should be given to Congress and the American people should be informed about it. Are you surprised that the Democrats voted for the debt bill? These are all jobs. These are all paying federal jobs. I cannot stand when they say Social Security and vet benefits will be cut. This guy probably makes over $120,000 a year. And clearly that doesn't prevent him from being controlled or bribed. Regardless of the current color of our government, we cannot let them do this to the American people. I don't care how stupid they've made us through our education system. I don't care how well they've convinced us to pick safety over freedom. We need to be informed. The reason it's the First Amendment isn't so that way anyone can say what they want. It's so that the best ideas can always be brought to light, even at the cost of bad ideas. We truly do live in one of the craziest times ever. I hope you learned something. I'm Tristan with Radically Rational Radio. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. Stay resilient.